So, good afternoon. I know I said I wasn't going to chime in until later on this afternoon or this evening, just before I went to Planet Fitness, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into my work zone. Right now, I'm working on producing a book called A Book for Remembrance. My boss, Chris Fasano, he wrote a book about 5 years ago. Sold 500 copies, and that's crazy. That mannequin just scared me right there. I thought it was Chris that popped in on me. But he sold about 500 copies, and he thought that was it for him. He thought that the book was done. But God said something different, and I decided to pick him up for Kingdom Realm Publishing. So I am producing his book right now. We're going to take new wineskins and put them on top of this great book, which is a pure dose of wine. The potency of this book is going to change your life forever if you ever decide to get a copy of it. He's a great guy. A lot of people try to preach to him because they don't feel like he's a Christian, but what they don't know about him is that Chris Fasano used to be an altar boy for Calvary Chapel. He went on a mission with some of his friends, and they decided that they were going to save 1,000 souls. They were going to talk to 1,000 people about who Jesus Christ is, to preach the gospel to them. Awesome. And the blessing about Chris and I is that we've connected. Our relationship is similar to Jonathan and David's, which I haphazardly say because some people just can't. Some preachers don't even preach on the relationship between David and Jonathan because they feel like it was a homosexual relationship. The Bible specifically says that David told Jonathan that the love that they have for each other was better than the love of a woman. And if you know anything about David, you know David was a womanizer. I mean, it was his thorn, his womanistic thorn that drove him into killing Uriah and taking Bathsheba. Even though God had wrote it in the script that was how it was supposed to be, he still had a wandering eye. So for him to take that eye and put it towards a man in a non-homophobic or non-homosexual way was just awesome. And so Jonathan's relationship with David was very, very intimate, and that's what's happening between Chris Fasano and I. We're connecting on an intimate level that I never even thought I would, because I thought that I was supposed to be around all women all my life. I grew up in a house with 4 women. I got 4 sisters plus my mom, and I was always around them. Kudos to my dad for working hard and keeping me off the streets. But I spent a lot of time with my mom and my dad and my sisters, which is the reason why I'm so sensitive. And that's okay too, because there's a place for everything. According to the word, that there's a time and a place for everything under heaven. So I am sitting here, I am working on my computer. I'm awful tired, but I'm motivated to get this done because our deadline is so close. So I just wanted to chime in this afternoon and let you all know that I'm still working hard. Just because you don't see my face don't mean I'm not working hard. I am working hard. I am giving them all. I am diving totally in with this. Totally in. So pray for me. I love you. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.